throughout my first 30 cases, there was a learning curve, but I've learned little surgical tidbits or tips that have really made it easier for me, and I want to share with you some of these tips. I'm now using a 3.2 millimeter blade to open up the old cataract incision and slightly enlarge it to about 3.5 to 3.6 millimeters. I go across the eye and I score Descemet's membrane. I start left first, then I go back to the origin and I go towards the right, following my marks. I then will go across the eye and try to peel back the Descemet there, and to create a starting point for my scraper so I can more easily go back and forth to peel back Descemet's and the old endothelium that is now compromised, in this case of pseudophakic bullous keratopathy. I then use a forceps, Descemet forceps, this one's made from Rumex, and I've taken out the Descemet's and in total. You can see that as I spread it there on the cornea. After removing the viscoelastic from the eye, I am already ready to get the transplant ready. This is the transplant ready system from LEITR. We have BSS underneath in a basin, which provides a nice safety net. I take the transplant ready LEITR tissue and I connect it. Now I do this submerged in BSS. This ensures that no bubbles enter sort of the end of the cannula. The next step is I will take a reverse Sinskey to gently just nudge the tissue a little bit towards the bevel, just to loosen up any sort of adhesions that could be between the stroma and the vice cannula. Because the incision is 3.5, I can very easily go in bevel down and then twist once I'm past the pupil to make the cannula bevel up. This is the same way that I do DMAX as well. Once I'm in there, I start injecting in pulses, quick little pulses, and eventually the graft should come out nicely. Now the most important part here is do not come out of the eye too quickly. Stay in the eye. You saw I went almost back in, further into the eye. Keep injecting in pulses to unfold that graft and twist the cannula as needed. Next, I put a suture through the main incision, just a 10-0 nylon. I do a slip knot. I don't tighten it all the way just yet, just to keep that sealed so when I put the air in subsequent steps, it will not leak out of this incision.